Hey everyone, what's up? It's Babylonius from WalkingTheWind.com here with another video commentary. This time is Heroic Trilliax video commentary, or as I'm enjoying calling them, let's watch how good Babylonius is not. So this one is Heroic Trilliax. It is the third fight in Nighthold following Chronomatic Anomaly. So let's get started. So starting this fight, I was able to get some stacks of hit combo up using Chi Wave, then Flying Serpent Kick, then Chi Wave, and that enables me to start the fight with 3 stacks of hit combo. If you can get your tanks to give you a 1-minute timer that you can use Energizing Brew as well to help you get even more stacks. But this is primarily a single target fight. One of the things you'll see me do right here is pop Touch of Karma and stand in the purple puddles. That enables you right away to get a Touch of Karma off. A lot of the damage on here is avoidable. So you can use Touch of Karma a little bit more proactively, as well as have Diffuse Magic for times when you can't really avoid it. So as you'll see, cakes will pop up all around. Windwalkers should be very good at getting to the cakes because we're very fast. Make sure also when doing so that you are using Transcendence to port back quickly. You will see I will likely not do that. I much prefer to roll, even though it's much slower. So get in the habit of using Transcendence. This is a fight where you can use Transcendence very well to help your raid grab cake and help them out there. So this is, like I said, primarily a single target fight. This is a fight especially on Heroic where you can pop both stacks of Storm, Earth, and Fire off the bat, especially if you're bloodlusting at the start. You can use both stacks so that they're inside of your potion, as well as inside Bloodlust. If you have Drinking Horn covered, then most of it, it shouldn't cover all of them inside Bloodlust if you're doing it correctly. But that's a phase during there where you can very easily get an extra stack. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here or why I'm kind of running around. As you can figure out, I didn't know really what to do here. The Scrubbers are pure padding. You can use your Storm, Earth, and Fire Spirits to get some additional stacks of Spinning Crane Kick, but in general, that damage is counted on your combat things like Recounter or Skada, like I use, but it is not counted in Warcraft logs, so I wouldn't waste a lot of time padding on the ads. You can use them to get stacks of Mark of the Crane, but in general you want your Storm, Earth, and Fire Spirits focused on Trilliax. So this is this is a fight where you can pop Storm, Earth, and Fire, and then you can focus them immediately on Trilliax, and you'll see in Heroic or on Mythic that it's similar, even though there's an additional ad. But really, like I said, this fight is primarily single target. It's not a lot of damage going out. Typically, we assigned ranged to soak the better tasting cakes or whatever they're called that give you a buff, so that they would be the one helping to soak. During this phase, you can very easily get yourself killed by using Whirling Dragon Punch. I believe that happened on one of our attempts with me, where I got myself a little bit close, popped Whirling Dragon Punch, which, as you know, tosses you up in the air, which I promptly was destroyed by the beam. So try to avoid using Whirling Dragon Punch during this time if you can, or at least make sure that you're going to have enough space. Again, not really sure where I was going with that. I have since learned that there's not a whole lot going on. You can grab cake. Someone else beat me to it, but there would be a situation where using Transcendence would get me places very quickly. And as you can see, even though I grabbed the cake, I don't really do any soaking with it. I didn't know what to do with it. I was just grabbing cake like I was told. But if you do get this cake that gives you the damage buff, you can jump on the Scrubbers as they're about to explode, and that will help you to minimize the raid damage that you do. So this was a relatively easy fight. We didn't really have a whole lot of attempts on it before we killed it, hence why you can see so many people are dead. We were able to kind of just brute force our way. This was Heroic in the very first week, so we were able to kind of just brute force our way through the fight without really needing to know much about it. But as you can see, again, I'm using Touch of Karma to try and eat up some of this raid damage. You can get hit with Arcing Bonds, at which point you're going to want to move closer to your partner I forced our raid person to come in, or our ranged person who got me to come in. You may have some you may want to minimize some of the raid damage by going out to meet them first and then coming back to melee. But obviously that's going to hurt some of your personal DPS, so understand what sacrifices you're giving up. So because we're very mobile, this phase really shouldn't kill us very much. Something like diffuse magic can help you survive, but I don't believe it's even possible. It may be possible with diffuse magic, but it's not something that you can just quickly roll through the beam in order to minimize the damage you take. It hurts quite a lot. So here I used Storm, Earth, and Fire. My spirits kind of bounce around because at the time it was the first week, we didn't know that the scrubber damage was going to be not included. I thought padding was good, but it is not included in Warcraft logs for rankings and purposes like that. So like I said, you can use them to get some stacks of Mark of the Crane if you really want, but you're not going to be able to get enough stacks that you're going to be using Spinning Crane Kick over some other ability. Maybe enough to get over Blackout Kick, but you're going to be talking about giving up a lot of chi that can go towards other stuff. So this fight is not difficult. It's just kind of staying out of the purple stuff, eating cake if your raid wants you to eat cake, and which pretty much all raids should want you to eat cake. Avoiding the scrubbers that are exploding and avoiding that line. So it's not a very difficult fight. Really primarily single target with a lot of uptime. On the boss. I'll pause it there. So this is the first tier boss, so it's a very useful boss. It gives you the tier cloak. So hopefully you enjoyed this commentary and some of the extra stuff that I talk about. You can please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know how I'm doing with all these commentary videos. If there's things you'd like me to talk more about, talk less about, please let me know. If not, I will just keep doing what I'm doing, which is mostly making it up as I go. If you like, you can follow me on Twitter, at Babylonius Monk. You can find me on Discord. There's also my website, walkingthewind.com. And if you like that content, all the other content that I provide, videos, podcasts, stuff like that, then please support me through Patreon and PayPal. Keep me doing what I'm doing. Keep my wife happy with a little bit of extra income that I bring into the house with all of these hours that I spend on the computer. So hopefully this answers more questions than it creates. And until next time, I will see you later.